Any other?
7.
Perfect Authentic. This one went. It was a tonic with the melody being do, to a supertonic first invariant melody being re, dominant with the melody being T, and melodies do, dominant to tonic. What did you think about it?
Imperfect Authentic.
Any other?
Did you do the Plato one, please, which is 3? No, wait.
2.
2.
That even had do twice in the melody, so it was do, ti, do, do. And there's your and then there was a plagal number 8, which was actually it was the same thing, not higher. Did you read the article on Friday, the catchy song Friday? I like it when they have articles that have technical terms in it because you know the technical terms and you know what they're talking about. But this one I want to talk about because I think he misses quite a bit in what he said. The girl who did this song is a 13-year-old. Has anybody taken my history of popular music class? Do you remember what the target audience for pop music is currently?
Even 8 to 11 or something?
13-year-old girl. Yeah. So what the pop music industry does is market studies. Where's the most money? Who's spending the most money? And for a good 10 years now, it's been the 13-year-old female. And so the next largest thing would be the 14 and the 12-year-old. So there's this big area there where there's lots of money. So that's why there are a lot of songs and a lot of music out there that's targeted toward 13-year-old girls because that's where the money is. And that's another reason why this is interesting to a lot of people because she is a 13-year-old girl and so she could become the hero to 13-year-old girls everywhere. But that's kind of an aside that she's in the market. She's the target. So evidently there's a guy named Patrice. Who'd have thought? It says Patrice Wilson. And they keep saying he did this, he did that. Has anybody ever heard the name Patrice for a guy?
No.
I've heard it for a woman. You know what? I'll bet that's a guy in the generation where the parents name the kids with funny spelling. I'll bet they pronounce it Patrick with a silent D.
Yeah.
I remember teaching the year that happened. I saw the Jane, the girl's name Jane, spelled every way you could possibly.
J-A-Y.
J-A-Y-N-E, J-A-E-N-E-E, J-A-N-E-E, accent like the French. There was a thing for a while where you were supposed to try to name your kid, and it was pronounced normally but spelled funny. The dean at Clear Lake campus, his name is Byron, and I always, his name is Brian, yeah, and I always want to call him Byron because his mom spelled it. And I always want to say Byron. It's Brian.
What?
Yeah, Brian. So
Sure, you didn't change it.
Using it too.
I told him once, I'm sorry, I keep saying Byron. He goes, everybody does. Yes. And then there was another craze where you were supposed to name your kid by making up some name that nobody else in the entire world had. Manishika or something, right? And that's a curse to your kids, believe me. They will spend the rest of their lives. No, it's spelled. Okay, this article says the family paid $2,000 for the song and the recording and the video. I heard on the news it was $4,000, but I don't know which one's which. $4,000 sounds closer to me because just the recording is going to be about $1,000 for the song, and then copies and stuff. So down around 1, 2, 3, 4th paragraph. If nothing else, this tune demonstrates unequivocal songwriting savvy. He tapped the song structure that's embedded in our collective DNA. And it's been the foundation of dozens, even hundreds of hits over the half century. Now, he doesn't even mention it until later, but it's this one, he's talking about 1, 6, 4, 5. And he compares the 12-bar blues, the 3 fundamental triads, with this. First of all, is that a song structure? He says he tapped a song structure that's embedded in our collective DNA. And later he says the thing is the tonic median, subdominant, dominant. Is that a song structure? No. The song structure would be A, verse, chorus. So he's even using the wrong terminology. That would be a harmonic structure. Actually, it'd be a harmonic progression if you use the music book. He tapped a harmonic progression. And then he says it's in our DNA, but it's not.
How does he know that? I mean, did he just make that?
I think, I meant to actually look up whoever Randy Lewis was. I don't know if he covers the music beat or what. But it appears to me to be someone who's done some music, but not studied a lot. So in other words, he's throwing terms around, but he doesn't really understand them himself. So song structure, that would not be the song. Song structure would be ABA or rondo. That would be the form, would be a song structure.
Well, no, I meant when he said DNA. I mean,
well, he's saying that we are trained to respond to it. But I'll say only since the 1950s. So it's not really in our DNA. I mean, unless we got new DNA since 1950. But he's using it colorful in the language. But I think it's wrong because he's implying that for all time this harmonic progression has been used. But it has. It's just been since the 50s. But he doesn't seem to know that. So it's Heart and Soul Revisited. It uses the fundamental 4 progression. Even got that wrong, as May pointed out. Heart and Soul is actually 1, 2, 4, 5. Right? Is that what you're saying?
1, 6, 2, 5.
Oh, 1, 6, 2. Okay, so
How many different versions of that song are there?
That's one thing I did.
Because I play 1, 6, 4, 5.
well, that's because everybody, when they see piano, they can pick that out.
Yeah.
And so they're just doing it by ear, so everybody comes up with the chords, kind of makes up a version of it. So there are as many as you can make up. The 1, 6, 2, 5 is, I would say, much stronger than the 1, 6, 4, 5. Can you see why? What is the advantage of the 6, 2, 5?
It's the atomic progression.
It's the atomic progression. So you go down a fifth, down a fifth.